This morning, I am going to deal with that garden bed. I'm going to plant something. I'm thinking I'm going to plant things that like to climb, so that way I can put something behind it that it will climb on. So I have some cantaloupe start things that I've started. I don't know what I'm about to put in here, but we're going to figure it out. I think I'm going to put the cantaloupe, some cucumber seeds. My cucumber starter plants that I started in the house didn't produce anything, but I'm just going to just throw some seeds in there and see what happens. So what else? What else climbs that I have? I have to go look at my seed collection, but I'm just going to start. I'm Sherrie, Yvette, and here on this channel I post motherhood rooted in faith and not perfection, so that comes with a bit of honesty. So I felt like I spent the month of May like battling the urge of feeling stuck, right? Of doing nothing. And the Holy Spirit's like, look, if you don't get up, if there's no seed in the ground, then nothing grows. You can't expect to reap a harvest. So it was a matter of me realizing that I needed to nourish myself with the things that are good, not only for my body, but are for my mind as well. And I get a lot of those lessons from being outside and fiddling around in these makeshift gardens that I have. My compost got all kind of blooms in it. Like, I don't know what this is. I'm wondering if those are tomatoes. I'm curious to like put all of that in a pot and see if it turns out to be anything, because there's a lot of different blooms in my compost bin. I'm gonna just scoop those out and put them in a pot because I'm curious. Although I felt like the month of May was a battle for me not to stay stuck, and I feel like I won that battle, I have to be very cautious to stay in the moment. And I'm very adamant about not allowing the moments of joy to be overshadowed by what I've been experiencing that's extremely heavy, and that I honestly have no control over the results or the why of this experience. So staying in those moments and not staying stuck for long and just pushing has been essential. Inside this basket, it's a bunch of things right now, but it's really intended for my seed collection, and these are seeds that I've been collecting from plants that I grew last season. There's a cardinal up there. Plants that I grew last season, like the kitchen red peppers. We have some of these starts like in our living room that honestly I just started for my preschooler, a project that I did with her. So these are from kitchen red peppers. Like kitchen, I labeled them kitchen. That means that I got it from the grocery store. Not necessarily grocery store, because I don't really buy most of my produce from the grocery store. I get it from like the produce market, or like now I'll pick up stuff from the farmer's market. So this says homegrown tomatoes. That means this came from tomatoes that I grew. And more kitchen peppers. This is some homegrown cantaloupe. I have one plant that we started in that project I just mentioned that actually bloomed. So I'm just gonna throw a couple of these cantaloupe seeds inside the ground to see what happens. So I'm gonna leave that out. Junie is getting our homegrown black-eyed peas, which I got these from Sister Wilhelmina, who used to go to the church that I used to go to. She has a beautiful garden in Delaware. And she gave me some of the fruits of her labor from her garden. Mommy, open. We'll open this in a second. And I kept it. And then what do you know? Last year I had a whole crop of black-eyed peas, so I saved some. And I already started the plants inside. And I saw this thing on Pinterest, or maybe it was Facebook, where somebody took the black-eyed, like a climbing plant, and they put it in a circle with like bamboo sticks, and it made a teepee for their kids. So that's what I think I'm gonna do with the black-eyed pea plants, because they like to climb and they just like sprout all crazy. So that's what I'm gonna do with those. These are homegrown cucumbers. They have not sprouted inside, but I'm gonna just actually there's only like, I only got like 2 cucumbers last season. And that's probably why these haven't sprouted. So there's literally 5 seeds in there. I'm gonna put all 5 of these seeds in the ground today because cucumbers like to climb. And the rest of this is like kitchen peppers, looks like more cantaloupe seeds or some sort of melon seeds. I don't know why this isn't labeled. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna plant the cantaloupe and the homegrown cucumbers in this bed. I don't know, maybe I'll add something else later, but that's just what I'm coming up with today. I didn't plan for what I wanted to plant like I wanted to in my planner, but it's all good. Yeah, babe? Okay, thank you, buddy boo. I have to break it because the seal is so tight.
Tight?
Yes. I'm scared. I can't get it. I'm scared to do it, that's why.
Daddy?
Back up, son. Give mommy space.
Okay.
Thank you. So I'm gonna have to carefully pick out the 5 seeds. Can't see them, but the cucumbers are in the ground. So I'm gonna lightly cover them with soil.
Mommy.
No, not in, buddy. And then I'm going to mark them with these stones that I just labeled with. No, sir. Last year I just labeled them with
Mommy.
Sharpies, but tomorrow the kids will be home. Maybe I'll let them paint them and then we label them. But for now, I'm just gonna put it right here so I know that the cucumber seeds are behind it. And I'm gonna plant the cantaloupe. I know I'm probably gonna put way too many seeds. I'm an experimental gardener. I'm gonna leave some room in the middle for the one that's already started, but obviously I'm oversowing with hopes that, you know, we'll actually get something here. So I'm gonna go cut down the plant from inside the house. And come on, come with me. Come on, Boom. Let's look at the plant. Yeah. So let's get some scissors and cut it down.
Okay.
Here it is. It's actually right here. It doesn't look like it's doing too good, so getting outside might be good for it. I'm just gonna cut the string because it's tied up there. The scissors, but it'll work. Which actually does not look like it's doing too well at all. So I'm just gonna put it in the ground and pray. Because this journey is just about starting and beginning the process. Even if you don't know exactly the steps to take, you're a lot of bit unsure. But the whole idea is that you haven't given up. A big metaphor for my life and maybe even yours. So come on, little cantaloupe plant. I put 2 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 8 in the Message Bible on the screen, but I wanted to read some of it to you. It says, "It was so bad when we didn't think we were going to make it. We felt like we'd been sent to death row, that it was all over for us. As it turned out, it was the best thing that could have happened. Instead of trusting in our own strength or wits to get out of it, we were forced to trust God totally. Not a bad idea, since He's the God who raises the dead. And He did it. He rescued us from a certain doom, and He'll do it again, rescuing us as many times as we need rescuing. You and your prayers are a part of the rescue operation. I don't want you in the dark about that either. I can see your faces now, lifted in praise for God's deliverance of us, a rescue in which your prayers played a crucial part. Now that the worst is over, we're pleased that we can report that we've come out of this with conscience and faith intact, and to face the world, and even more importantly, face it with your heads held high." Last thing I'm gonna do is take this makeshift cage that my husband made last season. It's covered in leaves and vines and everything. I'm gonna take it and cover my seeds and my plants because there's a lot of bunnies and skunks and you name it. Ooh, I don't want to anger that bee back here, so I need to cover it so that what we just planted doesn't get dug up and ate up by the squirrels. So let's do it.
Huh?
Listen, nobody even told you to get in there. It's not for you. And did he eat up my plant? Did he tear up the plant? Now he's panicking because he can't get out.
Oh.
See, nobody told you to get in there. May this be your first and your last time. And back up, guys. He's gonna get upset. And then it looks like my cucumbers had sprouted, but he was trying to get in. He's gonna get upset. Juice, out. Go back in the house. Honey, no. Honey, no. Don't do it. Honey, use something to use a rake or something and stand back. Junie? I don't want him to attack you. Okay, okay. Guys, back in the house. Because if Daddy gets attacked by a squirrel, he's on his own. Because I told him. I told him no. Girl, in the house. Come on. Junie, come on. Honey, wait till he goes to the back.
Sherrie.
Okay, I just don't want you to get attacked by a squirrel. Cuz.
Look what I got in.
Good. Honey, no. June, get back over here. June, in the house.
No.
Daddy. Ah!
Sherrie, it's not gonna...
Oh, Jesus.